Hello everyone, welcome to our e-learning portal. So today we are starting a very exciting course that is Python. So my name is Anand Srivastava and I have a total experience of more than 8 years on Python as a Python trainer. So today I will just give you a basic understanding what is Python and how we can start Python, how we can learn that part. And we will just start from the basic and then move on in this series for the advanced part of Python also. So let's quickly start with this part for today's agenda. So our today's agenda is what is Python, then we'll see how can we install Python and the basic syntax of Python. So these are parts on which we have to focus for today. So first of all, we will see what is Python, how we can use this, and accordingly we can move further, how we can use Python, what is the installation. So let me share my screen to you. We have some written parts on which I can explain what is Python and what is the purpose of using them. So here as we can see Python. So Python is a programming language, and if I'm talking about in language, a language is a way through which we can communicate with the system or with the person also. Like if I'm talking about the German language, the French language, or English or Hindi, this can be used for communication with the person. And similarly, if I'm talking about C, C++, Python, Java, they are basically created for communication with the system, like with the machines. Like whatever the task you want to create or whatever the task you want to perform, you can perform it with the help of these languages. Now, as you can see, like we have a lot of languages like C, C++, Python, Java, PHP, where we are learning Python. And is there something similar in these languages or not? So yes, we are learning Python because Python is in high demand as of now, and also Python is very easy to learn. That's why we are basically focusing on that. And if I'm talking about the similarities between the programming language, so we can divide programming languages in two parts, as you can see here. Like the programming language can be divided in two parts. One is the syntax and second one is the logic. So any kind of language can be divided in two parts. One is the syntax, second one is the logic. So first of all, we have to learn the syntax. Like if I'm talking about C++, Python, Java, any type of language, the syntax is different. So first of all, we have to focus on that. We have to learn the syntax. After learning the syntax part, we have to focus on the logic. Like how we can create a logic. Like let's suppose a simple example on that. Let's suppose if I want to check whether the number is even or odd. So for checking that the number is even or odd, we have to create a logic that if that number is divisible by 2, then it will be even, else it will be odd. So that is a logic. And for applying that logic, we need a language. Like if I am explaining anyone that 2 is an even number, so I need a language to explain that part. And I need some, you can say, way to communicate or the way to implement that part. Similarly, in any language, you have to learn the syntax for the implementation part and the logic for solving any kind of problems. So yes, if you have learned any of the language and you have a better understanding of the logic, then you can easily switch from one programming language to another one. It's very easy because you have to just learn the syntax. And trust me, if I'm talking about the syntax, syntax is you will just practice it more and more and more, and after some time you will easily know what you have to write. So it's like a practice part. Okay, I will not say that syntax can be learned in 1 day or 2 days. You will just write it again and again, and that will be you can say a daily process. So you will easily learn that. Now talking about Python. So Python is a interpreter-based high-level language, which basically used in a field of data science, data analytics, web development, in the field of website testing, application testing, and in the field of Internet of Things also, like IoT. So Python can use in any of the parts, and you can see like we have varieties of scope, varieties of career, which we can choose with the help of Python. Like all the things will be has a core thing that is called Python. Like you will learn Python, and after that you can grow your career in data science, web development, testing, any other parts. Now talking about how Python will work. So as we know, like it is a language. So I have shown you here like how we can work on language. So you can see like if I'm talking about any kind of language, let's say Hindi and English. So if I want to convert anything from Hindi to English, I need a translator who knows both language, like the Hindi part also and the English part also. So similarly, if I'm talking about Python, Python needs interpreter. So interpreter will convert that particular syntaxes in the format so that machine can understand, and based on that they can give me the output. Now the problem for the interpreter and same for the translator is, if I'm talking about any translator, the translator have to learn each words. Like whatever the words are present in Hindi language, they have to learn each word, and similarly in English also. So learning each word is, we can say like it's not possible like you can learn each word. So for that we can use dictionary. We know like we have Oxford type of dictionaries like in which all the words are already defined. So what we can do, we can just use that dictionary for like we can say check the meanings of a word, and if any word is not defined in that dictionary, that means that that particular word is not existing. We can say. So similarly, Python is using modules. So in modules, each type of syntaxes, their work, what are the purpose of them are already defined. So what interpreter will do, after reading our code, it will go in the module, check for that syntax, that if that syntax is there, then they will check it or they will give you the meaning, else it will give you an error. So it's a basic working of a programming language. And here you can see also the architecture of that. First of all, we will write a code of Python. It will go to the interpreter and interpreter will check with the models. So this is a basic way how a programming language will work or a Python will work. Now moving to the installation part, how we can install Python. So we know like we have a python.org website, which is official website of Python. So we can go there and check for installation part. So what I'll say, first of all, you will go on Chrome, like you can use a Chrome. And here you can see like python.org. So I will just open it again. Now this is the official website of Python. Now here in the download section, you can find the downloads version. So you can see like you have a Mac version also, Windows version also, like you can use any one of them. Currently I'm on my Windows machine, so I will use the Windows function, so version. So here you can see the latest release, that's 3.12.5. Although I have downloaded that part in my system, so I will just recommend you like you can just click on this link. It will be downloaded in your system, and after that you have to do some installation part. And trust me, the installation is very easy. Like you have to do nothing. Just click on next, 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 and install. Like you need not to like configure any part. The Python is super smart. It will automatically take care of all the things. Okay. Now after creating all the things, we have to just see the basic syntaxes, how we can use the Python. So for that, let me quickly open Python. So for like opening the Python window, you have to search for idle on the Windows search bar. Now we just click on idle here. So it will open the window of Python where we can write some codes or write some syntaxes. Here you can see this is the particular window where we can write some code. Now this window is basically known as shell. Now what is shell? That might be a question. So yes, we should have a better explanation about that also. Let me just shell. Shell is like a command prompt. I hope you have heard about a PowerShell or CMD. Okay, so it's like this. So whatever the commands you will write for Python in the shell, it will automatically execute it. Like you know, like we cannot save any kind of shell work. We can just only like save the changes. Okay, like after closing the CMD, it will automatically refresh the path. So similarly, the shell will automatically, like if you close the shell, it will remove all the type of codes. So here, what you can do, you just write some code like 2 plus 3. It's a command, so it will give you 5 or 6 minus 4 or 5 multiplied by 6 or 4 multiplied by 2, like these parts. So we can easily do these type of things. So with the help of this, we can easily see how we can use the Python shell. Now we want to create a code, like basic syntax, how we can write a code. So for that, I'll say like you have to just go in File, click on a new file. Now here you can write any type of code. Now the thing which I am writing, it's not a syntax of a Python. So we have to write some syntax which is meaningful in Python also. The basic syntax in any other programming language, I will recommend that we should start with the input and output commands. Like we should know how we can take input from the user and how we can give the output to the user. So today, like as a basic syntax, I will just show you how we can use the output command. That is a print statement in Python. So for that, what we have to do, you have to just click on like write print. Now in print, I will write hello world. So print is a basic syntax for printing anything. There is brackets through which we can like easily execute the command, and this is the inverted commas. The thing which you will write inside inverted commas, it will be represented as it is on the screen. And whenever I also remember, like when I will start for learning the code, I also start with the hello world, that's print hello world. So it's a basic syntax, like you will go any where we will just start from this part. Okay, so yes, we will just print hello world as of now. Let's see what will be the output for that. So I just want to run that command or execute this code. So I'll click on run button. Here we have an option of run module. Click on OK. Now I'll go in my documents, and here I'll save this file. Like you can just save it with any of them. And here you can see your output, that is hello world. So it's very easy to run a Python code and how we can use that part. So I hope everything is clear to all of you, like the basic syntax and all the parts. So as you can see, our agenda is what is Python, installation of Python, and the basic syntax. So we have successfully covered all the topics in this. Now coming to the last part, that is a thank you for all of you and the feedback and the question answer part. So feel free to share your feedback, okay? Like any kind of suggestions you may have for the improvement. You can just let us know in the comment section. And any kind of questions or answers, or if you like any kind of doubts in that part, don't hesitate to ask. Like you can leave your questions in the comment section, and we will definitely get back to them. And we will just start this series from the scratch with the module 1, and after that we will just learn all the parts like if else, loop, functions, and then class and objects, then modules, then file handling, exception handling, all the parts. So stay tuned, everything will be covered here. You not to worry, just started learning from here. And thank you everyone for joining this part. Thank you, bye bye.